Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Rachel and I'm a huge Eurovision fan as well as a musician. And in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is listening to Lithuania's song for this year's Eurovision Song Contest, the winner of the Lithuanian national final this year, Lion Ceccah with Sólo Quiero Más, which sounds like Spanish, I think. So I'm excited to hear what this one's like. So as per usual, stay tuned to the end. I'll score the song out of 10 and from a musician's point of view give a bit of musical analysis and commentary, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I make plenty of content just like this and you can check it all out on my playlist on my channel page, which contains all my reactions from this year's contest plus national finals. So let's get straight into the reaction. I'm excited to hear what this one's like. Very interesting makeup, skincare. I wonder how they managed that. Very tense to start with. Lots of strings just holding the same note. Ooh. Almost ASMR-like instrumentation mixed throughout the headphones, sort of travelling between ears. It's really cool. I really like the use of the string instrument as the main event. That's really cool. Ooh. Wasn't expecting the language shift. Interesting. Nice backing vocals. Sort of a constant 4 on the floor beat there, creating some energy. Right. Interesting. Yeah, I think it took a turn that I wasn't expecting, but I quite like where they're taking the song so far. They really just kind of started quite stripped back, quite intense, and they had strings holding drone notes, which is basically just the same note held throughout the movement of the song. So all of the kind of melody line he was providing and the other instruments was flowing on top of the string, just holding that one drone note. So that's really cool. I think that really sets a good tone for the song. And then it shifted to English and a little bit of Spanish as well in the chorus, but they created a bit of energy just by having that kick drum flowing throughout and a little bit of backing vocals. So yeah, it's intriguing so far. I think melody wise, it's not particularly catchy. I think there's elements of it that are, but I think as a whole it's not particularly catchy, but they might throw an extra idea in there, so we'll see how it goes. But vocally it's been performed really well so far. I'm quite impressed with the live vocals, and I think he's got a really good sense of vibrato and projection, and that's really evident in the live performance. So let's see how the song progresses. He's gone to Spanish now. That's a really interesting way to do a second verse. I really liked that. Oh, I can hear a subtle bit of synths coming in now. Really cool. Nice. This must be the winner's reprise because of the confetti. Oh, they're spinning out the ideas now. I like that. Sort of conversation between him and the backing vocals. Oh, lovely. That was great, really intriguing. Really different actually from everything we've had so far. I like that because it was very simplistic in terms of the instrumentation, and even just looking at the drums as sort of a whole, the drums were very stripped back, just a kind of 4 on the floor pattern to keep things all focused on the top line of a song, which I thought was great. And it had like a kind of subtle techno feel, but it didn't kind of go too far into that, so it didn't feel gimmicky, which I like as well. Vocals were top notch. The second verse was particularly interesting because you almost kind of lost a sense of the rhythm. It sort of just had a free flowing sort of structure going on and soundscape, which I thought was great. And the language went, I think, primarily into Spanish, if I'm correct. And it felt very mysterious. The camera angles, the shadows, I thought that was great. And the way they used that string instrument, I think it was a violin, just playing its own counter melody basically throughout the whole song, had its own specific role and wasn't being overpowered by anything else, but it was providing support to his vocals as well in a really special and unique way. I think that's really special, really great to hear. So yeah, overall I feel really positive about that one. I think there was some elements of the verse, I think at the beginning, that kind of you didn't really quite know where it was going or what was coming next, but I think kind of hearing the full 3 minutes, everything sort of makes a bit more sense and fits really quite well into the structure of the song. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that one, and it just felt like classy, really well performed, trying not to kind of fit in too much of a box. I like that. So I'll give that an 8 out of 10. I thought it was particularly strong. But let me know down below in the comments what you think of this song. I'm really interested to find out. And stay tuned, because next I'm going to be reacting to Finland's song, which I'm excited about. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.